Hello, I'm Jennifer Hollick with the Ancestral Souls Wisdom School, and I have some updates for you about what's happening at the school. So, some of you know I am going to be releasing my next book finally this fall. It's called Soul Traveler. And as part of that book release, I am also launching several different new writing services that will go along. Some things are being released now, some things will be released probably late August, early September, to help prepare for the book release. But one of the things that has been always on my heart, that I have always tried to do with all of my work since I started my business in 2010, was to help people tell their stories. Now, a lot of you who followed me for a while, you know that I was very focused on telling the military story from World War I to Vietnam, but that is not my sole focus anymore. While I do encourage people to write their veteran stories, tell the stories of those that died, talk about what happened to the families because of the war, whether you live in America or you live in Europe or Asia or wherever you lived, write those stories down. But now I'm taking it to a whole expanded level. Now I want to help you tell your personal stories, write your memoirs, talk about your woo-woo crazy ancestral experiences, which I do in my next book. Talk about your family history. Talk about the military. Talk about the tough times you've gone through, the transformations, the soul travel, the soul growth, and those travel experiences that you've had with your ancestors, or those trips that you took that just created a massive leveling up in your life, whatever that looked like. What are those moments in your life? What are the turning points and crossroads that you stood at to level up? So, to start rolling things out, I have 2 new offerings for you. And again, you can go to the link that is with the notes for this video and take a look. One of them is the Soul Traveler Writer Circle. And this is a group that will meet once, twice, 3 times a month. You have the option to attend any or all of the sessions. They'll be done on Zoom, and we're going to use writing prompts. And you will get a prompt and then maybe 2, 3, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, to do some writing. We're going to write as a group for about 75 minutes with these different prompts. And after each prompt, you'll have the opportunity to share what you wrote out loud. Now, you don't have to share. You can just come and sit and write and never share it. That is absolutely fine. There is some power, though, in healing and sharing. And I recently joined another writer's circle that I was very quiet the first session. The second session, I did open up and I read something that I wrote. And quite honestly, it scared me to death. And I'm a public speaker. I have no problem getting up and telling stories about military and how to do research or genealogy and talking about some of the ancestor experiences I've had or with other people's families. Clients will show up and their ancestor will show up and be like, hey, pay attention. I have no problem talking about that, but this was on a much deeper level. But I could feel as I was reading and my heart was racing and I was getting a little sweaty and like, I don't know if I should have done this. I could feel the group start to hold their collective breath. Like the things that I was saying applied to others in the group who were just listening. It was very powerful. The next session that I attended for this other circle that I'm part of, I don't remember if I read anything that night. I don't think I did. But something that I wrote for one of the prompts, someone else read their piece. And it was very similar to mine. And several people who were typing in the chat, oh my gosh, this sounds like just what I wrote. So there was a great shifting and healing energy happening in this group. And that is what I am also creating. So if you just want to practice your writing, you want to try some different kinds of writing, you just want to have some fun in community, and not be sitting and doing your journaling at home by yourself, come and take a look at the Soul Traveler Writer's Circle. Now, for those of you who want to be a little bit more serious about writing stories, or perhaps you're writing a book, I now am launching the Soul Traveler Storytelling Group. Now, some of you might remember or may have come across my social media in 2020, I started a Roots in the Soul group, book writing, and we were focused on military stories. And I ran that through part of 2021, and it was an amazing group of people. I ran 2 different groups, and a few of them went on to publish their books for their family. One went on to publish for public consumption and sale, which was amazing. And the group was really tight. It was fun. But again, my sole focus in life is not military anymore. It's to help you tell all the different kinds of stories. So with this group, we will have our first meet and greet for participants at the end of August 2022, and then we will be exchanging writing. Everybody gets to exchange up to 5 pages, and then we will meet at the end of September live on Zoom to give oral feedback, and everybody will also be encouraged to send written comments after the Zoom. So you're going to be held accountable to deadlines for the group. You will be held accountable to deadlines that you set for yourself if you're planning to publish your book, whether it's just for family or you're going to publish for anybody else to purchase. When you start sharing with the group, people will ask you, how's it going? Are you meeting your deadlines? What's happening? Where are you stuck? It's amazing. And in the groups that I've run in the past, everybody seemed to stay together even after the group disbanded. So if you're looking for that kind of community, let me know. We might also do some writing partners. If people need a little bit of extra support, we can connect you with somebody else in the group where maybe you have a little bit of extra support outside of the whole group. Now, I've got a couple other things coming out later this fall, which I'm working on now, and I can't wait to release them because I want to give you, the everyday person who wants to tell their story, a place to tell your story. So stay tuned. Sign up for the Ancestral Souls Wisdom School newsletter, which you can do. Go to the link that's down below, and on that page, there's also a link to a freebie section on my website. Choose a freebie and join the mailing list so that you receive all the information about what else is coming out. And if you really want to go deeper, you want to connect better with your ancestors, maybe do a little healing work. Also, while you're on that page, check out my chakra healing sessions. We can do an energy cleanse of your system, rebalancing, or look at the facilitation or genogram sessions. I would love to help you figure out what your family's belief, behaviors, patterns, and traumas are that are holding you back, and look at those places that still need to be healed within your ancestral lineage. So if you have any questions, please reach out, jennifer@ancestralsouls.com, and go sign up for one of the freebies and come and join us in one of our writer groups.